Hey there, random internet strangers. It's Random Crypto Guy with the worst crypto channel on YouTube. Dun da dun 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 da dun. Hooray! Bitcoin to $3 bajillion. You heard it here first, folks. Those of you who've actually been following along on Bitcoin know that that's not quite true. That we have come down quite significantly. And I wanted to go over a few things first. So let's just close this out. No. Okay. Oops. Come on. Let's go to the charts real quick. This is the SPY, this S&P 500 index. You can see this is a few videos back. I talked about this area here. Briefly mentioned that this is the area where we needed to start worrying about whether we were going into recession or not. And as you can see, we tested this support area, even though this says untested support. That's actually this little green 4-hour area. This is the daily daily demand area, and this is the 4-hour. So this 4 hours is still untested. So come Monday, where we can find out, we can get a heads up on Sunday night, actually, when the futures open in Asia. We can see if and where the SPY and all the other indexes are whether they're going to be gapping or not. So that's what we want to look out for. But as you can see, this once we crash through all that demand, remember all those demand zones that were right here and right here and right here, they're all wiped out. You know, see the algorithms, 70% of the New York Stock Exchange is run by algorithms, by computer programming and high frequency trading that knows when the rest of the 30% of the moms and pops are putting their orders in, and they race the orders to get there. And they trigger the stops and take their money left and right. And that's what this is right here. And that's probably the same thing. What you're seeing here is the algorithms triggering all the stops and orders to take people's profits. And that's why you see this herky-jerky action, and that's why I'm not trading this particular instrument, because it's just so whack. The high-frequency trading, I'll have to do an entire separate video about that, but that's basically people race, they find out what you're going to fill, then you push your button, and then they race your signal to the market, and they beat it there through faster wires and processors. But as you can see, we had this rejection here, and that's why we had this buying frenzy, because its origin is here from the last time we almost crashed, where I thought we were going to crash, but the Fed started re-injecting money into the market, and that's why we saw this slow rise up. And then they slowed down the injections, and then they speeded it up each time. You can see that and any time they tried to pull out and stop the injections at the banks, they couldn't handle it. And so they poured it on. This is when they started pouring it on in here. And then the virus news hit, started getting really bad around this area right here. And as you can see, that's where we stand today. So that's what's happening right now with the stock market. You know, we got there's still some demand here, a lot of buyers here. A lot of institutional buyers thinking that this is a good deal. From here, there's a lot of leftover orders from when it took off here, a lot of unfilled orders. So they're getting refilled here, but I don't know if this is going to hold. It did a lot of damage into this area. We were halfway through this demand zone and haven't quite hit the 4-hour, but we've severely damaged this demand zone. All this area from here to here is cleared out of orders, so this is all that's left. And then if we scrunch it down, where's the next? We got a little tiny demand zone here, which will probably just get crashed right through, and then we're all the way down here at 21. So this is where we have to start worrying about recession at this point. So we're not out of the woods yet, and I don't see it getting any better with the coronavirus and America shutting down all the gatherings, places people gather. So that puts a lock on the real economy. That's where the real economy is, which can't feed these guys here. So when that happens, it all collapses. And so it's a weird system that they got in place. But just think of it as like an alternate reality. That's what's going on here with pretend money and money from your children's future that they're borrowing to gamble on the stock market, and they're losing big time. So let's move on. I wanted to show you quick. I've started to go into trading. I actually have a trade here for my Litecoin. This is Litecoin. It's like they call it the silver to Bitcoin is gold, and they call it Litecoin silver. And did a little reversal, scalpy scalp. Didn't put a lot of money on it. I already took half my profits off, and I am waiting for this thing to drop. I'm still testing this broker out with live trading, so I'm not ready to reveal this broker yet or what I'm using. I will tell you that so far I'm very happy with what I see. And I have gone through reams and reams of reviews of this broker, and I could not find anything particularly terrible about this broker. I found all kinds of stellar reviews and a few okay reviews, but I've been happy so far. I've been very pleased with testing this broker out, and I will be revealing that soon. But I just wanted to show you that I did put in an order right here, I believe, because I thought it was going to bounce here, and it didn't look deep enough, and I got stopped out. So I managed to get in here, and on this candle here, actually, because I got stopped out on that one, and I re-entered here, and I took my profit right about here, my first profit, and now I'm waiting for my second take profit, which is way down here. I don't know if I'll ever get to that, but if we have another bad Monday, I'm just holding this position till Monday, and then I'll probably cash it out, whatever happens Monday. I suspect that we are going to go into another crash. But looking at Bitcoin, you can see how Bitcoin fell into this new zone right here. We built up a new large, thick 4-hour demand zone. So we do have some support here. Not a lot, though. I'm not all that optimistic about any market right now, except for the major currencies. That's the euro, the yen, and the dollar, United States dollar. Let me pull up the dollar index. I'll show you why. And let's see, new chart. Let's go with let me do that now. Oh, it's on my other one. This is my demo account still. So, but the dollar has rebounded. The dollar index is starting to rebound, and the euro is gaining ground against gold. If I went to my other account at O&A, I would be able to, they have a lot more instruments to trade. Unfortunately, they don't let United States traders trade the way that I want to trade. So that would be that. So I've been trading Forex. I don't have any trades on the Australian dollar versus United States dollar. Most of my trades, they're all over the board, all over the place. I lost out on a yen bet, but I've been gaining other things, including silver, United States dollar versus Singapore dollar, and a few others. I don't know them off the top of my head. I don't have this chart on my big computer. That's all on my laptop, running on my laptop. So that's about all I wanted to go over today. It's just there's Ethereum. It also took a big dump. I'm going to be able to scalp and trade this pretty well. I'm okay with the liquidity that they've been providing. It was a little slow, but not terribly slow. So, but I just put in one little small minor trade just to check the liquidity. This is a real account. This is a real account trade. I'm not hardly any money on it. I think I lost $1 and then I gained $1, and now I'm gaining possibly another dollar. So that's the way that trade's been working out so far. I might lose this dollar. It's heading back up. So that's fine. It's just a dollar, just testing the liquidity of the market. It's not a full-on trade to, there's some instruments I don't have enough equity to be able to trade, like full Bitcoin on a daily chart or gold or thing, because it's too stressful for my equity. I don't have enough equity and do it. If I had maybe 2 to 3 times that, then I'd be able to. But I'm going on vacation next week, and I'm hoping to be able to scalp some of this Litecoin and Ethereum if it continues to trade like this. Because I suspect this is going to go down a little bit further before it starts channeling and be able to bounce and scalp on both ends. But right now I'm just scalping, shorting this, selling it into the major trend. As you can see, the major trend is down, so why would I try to buy except if I was way down here? So I always want the upper level wins in my favor. So I wait till we get into supply area, and then I wait for the bounce down and maybe take I'm trying to see if I can run this all the way down here. Don't know if I can, but as I said, I'm still testing this. Don't want to go over. Let's go real quick over. These are my tweets from March 9th. I pulled out on March 9th, and then I was able to put in my positions into this new broker. So I'm already, I pulled out of my fundamental, my HODL positions. And this is the reason why. And then I put into full FX. I'm already up 3% on my FX trades. And then I can flip from dollar to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin if and when it recovers, it will, I'll be able to flip and hold Bitcoin in that account and still trade from it with all the instruments that I want to trade. But then at the same time, I'll be holding a strong asset that's going up in value. But right now, the dollar is the only thing that's going up in value. And for those of you that just learning, this is where you want to go. You want to go to babypips.com/learn, and you can learn how to trade. This is how you start to learn how to trade Forex, and cryptocurrencies are very similar. And it's a little different in the structure, but it's very similar in the terminology. So, you can, from there, what I recommend is going to Nonsense Forex. This is some great, I have a few critiques about it, but other than, he's a full-time prop trader, and he trades 15 minutes a day. And it's a very simple system that you can learn and pick up, and it's very easy. Once you understand particularly the money management and the trading psychology, any type of trading system will help you get there. So I highly recommend No Nonsense Forex. I've actually gone through the trading strategies, the core concepts again, to be able to maybe pick up on some things that I missed, because there's a lot of information here. And it's all for free. You just got to put up with his commercials that are YouTube commercials, so you can monetize and make some money. Big hairy whoop. Doesn't charge a dime for it. And that's what's so great about it. And the course is complete. And follow him on No Nonsense Forex on Twitter. He's got some really good insights into the market, but not as good as this guy. This is Crown's Crypto Cave. Now, he's a bit of I don't know how to describe him. He's got some toilet humor and bathroom humor, worse than me. But he is probably one of the smartest traders out there with the playlist that I've found to date. And I'm definitely, when I finish up reviewing No Nonsense, I'm going to start his. He trades a little bit different. No Nonsense, he knocks some of the tools that this guy uses, but this guy is a professional trader. He is not just some random guy like me. That's why I'm not putting out any type of material. I'm just showing you where the best material is. And this guy knows his shit, let me tell you. And I'm really looking forward to the options trading. And to be able to do that. So those are the three. Where you want to go. Start with Baby Peps, go to No Nonsense, and then Crown's Crypto Cave. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, please.